Goku was fighting Whis, showing his real potential and his fury before the gods, since for no apparent reason he was betrayed by the gods and locked in a new time chamber, since they treated all mortals as mere pawns in a chess game. After Goku raised his powers, he swore that he would not forgive the gods of destruction and would wipe them all out one by one, showing his true powers of Saiyan rage. At that moment on planet Beerus, the planet of destruction of Universe 7, in the middle of the battle that Goku had with Whis to test his powers, a big explosion happens on the planet of destruction. At that moment, it is Beerus the Destroyer that appears. Beerus says,
"The fun is over, Son Goku. Is it me you're looking for? Isn't it? So let's settle this right now."
At that moment, Goku and Beerus starts to face each other, and in the blink of an eye, Goku starts laughing. Beerus says,
"What's so funny?"
Goku responds, "It's not funny. In fact, before I break up with you, I just want to know why you did this to me, Mr. Beerus." Beerus responds,
"What do you mean? Finish me? You can only make a joke, Son Goku. I'm going to tear you to pieces. That time you were trapped in a time chamber ended up making audacious, didn't it? Well then, I will answer you. I think you have the right to know the reason before being eradicated by the Destroyer."
Goku got serious just watching what Beerus had to say. Beerus concludes,
"I was summoned by the other gods of destruction who believed you were a problem to the universes. Son Goku, you practically saved all universes from the tournament of power. But the real truth is that this only happened because you yourself were the creator of this great mess. If you hadn't sympathized with Zeno-sama at the end of the Universe 6 tournament, none of this would have happened. Goku Black's timeline was destroyed due to his body being targeted by a Hakaishin. If you hadn't found Zamasu, he would never have changed his mind and turned against the mortals. Because of you, an entire timeline was eradicated. Wherever you walk, natural wear and tear arise and problems start to happen. You must be eliminated." That was the verdict of the gods.
Goku watches and speaks.
"How dare you!"
Beerus continues,
"But still, I was benevolent. I went against the decision of all the gods of destruction out of shred, of respect for you for saving the earth from Majin Buu while I was sleeping. After all, if the earth ceased to exist, where would I eat such delicious pudding? Do you understand, Son Goku?"
At that moment, Goku turns serious without saying a word. Whis just watches. Beerus says,
"What is it, Goku? Cat bit your tongue?"
At that moment, the entire planet Beerus begins to shake. Goku speaks.
"Always for snobbish reasons. Always for stupid reasons. Because of that, you think you have the right to do whatever you want with others? First you just appeared on Earth wanting to destroy everything, saying that it was to bring balance. If I hadn't managed to reach the powers of a Super Saiyan God, the Earth would have been already destroyed. I've had enough of you, Mr. Beerus. It all ends here. Let's begin. Come and fight me!"
Hey, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button and subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos and stay well inside our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Without further ado, let's get started. Great shockwaves begin to rise on the planet of the God of Destruction. Goku activates his Super Saiyan Blue transformation and charges force to attack Beerus. Beerus insanely says,
"Super Saiyan Blue? You can only be kidding me if you think of such power level would be able to defeat me!"
Beerus creates a large sphere of Hakai energy and launches it at Goku. Beerus screams,
"Get eliminated, Goku!"
Goku in his Super Saiyan Blue transformation hold Beerus' Hakai and with both hands creating great atmospheric pressure. Goku says,
"What incredible power this is! This has nothing to do with the strength that Beerus raised and showed me the second time we fought. Now it's as if, in fact, he was fighting to end my life! Damn it! Even though it's a risky fight, I can't help but get excited about this battle!"
Goku starts to increase his powers even more and screams,
"Ah! Kaioken times 10!"
Whis begins to analyze. Interesting. Mr. Goku is obviously not fighting with all his strength. But even showing his Super Saiyan Blue transformation, he's managed to hold a Hakai energy from Mr. Beerus. This reminds me of Vegeta when he fought in the Tournament of Power against Toppo and managed to reach unimaginable levels by overcoming the Super Saiyan Blue and managed to destroy Toppo's Hakai energy with a single punch. I remember it like yesterday. But of course, the Hakai of an apprentice of destruction is nothing compared to that of an original god of destruction. Alright, come on, Mr. Goku, I want to see how much stronger you can get. At that moment, Goku, holding the Hakai energy of Beerus, starts to hold the energy with one hand, and with the other hand, he starts to concentrate a dragon attack. Goku says,
Mr. Beerus, meet my new technique! Blue Dragon Fist!
At that moment, the Dragon Fist is launched on Beerus, with the dragon swallowing all of Beerus' Hakai energy. Beerus says,
What? Impossible!
Whis speaks. Oh, I didn't expect that one! At that moment, Beerus receives the full attack from Goku. A great smoke arises on the planet of destruction. Goku says,
Come on, Mr. Beerus! I know very well that this is not enough to defeat you.
A laugh from Beerus erupts.
This is getting very interesting. It seems that more and more I am surprised by your Saiyan race. Everyone always ends up raising their powers to incredible levels. I wonder how long you've been training in Goku's time chamber. A period corresponding to a millennium, perhaps? Know that this is not part of even 1% of my training.
Beerus begins to raise his power even more, and the entire planet of destruction begins to shake. Beerus says,
Get ready, Goku!
Beerus charges at the speed of sound towards Goku, leaving Goku cornered. After Beerus starts landing several punches on Goku, Goku starts to run out of reaction. Goku says,
Damn it! That incredible power! If this continues, things are going to get harder for me! I need to think of a quick solution! I have no choice.
Beerus continues attacking and says,
Didn't you say you were going to defeat me? Where's that warrior who arrived on the planet of destruction thinking he was the strongest?
Whis starts watching and says, It looks like Mr. Beerus has the upper hand in the battle. And to think that Mr. Goku stayed for so long believing that he could win. But this is not over yet. Who knew that Mr. Goku would be able to defeat Jiren? It was at that moment that the great shining happened. At that moment, while Goku received the blows from Beerus, Goku says,
Enough!
Beerus retreats.
It looks like it's going to take place seriously now.
Goku activates Ultra Instinct. Goku says,
Enough is enough for me. Now the real fight begins. I will not forgive you!
Goku was fighting Whis, showing his real potential and his fury before the gods, since for no apparent reason he was betrayed by the gods and locked in a new time chamber, since they treated all mortals as mere pawns in a chess game. After Goku raised his powers, he swore that he would not forgive the gods of destruction and would wipe them all out one by one, showing his true powers of Saiyan rage. At that moment on planet Beerus, the planet of destruction of Universe 7, in the middle of the battle that Goku had with Whis to test his powers, a big explosion happens on the planet of destruction. At that moment, it is a Beerus the Destroyer that appears. Beerus says,
The fun is over, Son Goku. Is it me you're looking for? Isn't it? So let's settle this right now.
At that moment, Goku and Beerus starts to face each other, and in the blink of an eye, Goku starts laughing. Beerus says,
What's so funny?
Goku responds, It's not funny. In fact, before I break up with you, I just want to know why you did this to me, Mr. Beerus. Beerus responds,
What do you mean? Finish me? You can only make it a joke, Son Goku. I'm going to tear you to pieces. That time you were trapped in a time chamber ended up making audacious, didn't it? Well then, I will answer you. I think you have the right to know the reason before being eradicated by the Destroyer.
Goku got serious just watching what Beerus had to say. Beerus concludes,
I was summoned by the other gods of destruction who believed you were a problem to the universes. Son Goku, you practically saved all universes from the tournament of power. But the real truth is that this only happened because you yourself were the creator of this great mess. If you hadn't sympathized with Zenosama at the end of the Universe 6 tournament, none of this would have happened. Goku Black's timeline was destroyed due to his body being targeted by a Hakaishin. If you hadn't found Zamasu, he would never have changed his mind and turned against the mortals. Because of you, an entire timeline was eradicated. Wherever you walk, natural wear and tear arise and problems start to happen. You must be eliminated. That was the verdict of the gods.
Goku watches and speaks.
How dare you!
Beerus continues.
But still, I was benevolent. I went against the decision of all the gods of destruction out of shred, of respect for you for saving the earth from Majin Buu while I was sleeping. After all, if the earth ceased to exist, where would I eat such delicious pudding? Do you understand, Son Goku?
At that moment, Goku turns serious without saying a word. Whis just watches. Beerus says,
"What is it, Goku? Cat bit your tongue?"
At that moment, the entire planet Beerus begin to shake. Goku speaks.
Always for snobbish reasons. Always for stupid reasons. Because of that, you think you have the right to do whatever you want with others? First you just appeared on Earth wanting to destroy everything, saying that it was to bring balance. If I hadn't managed to reach the powers of a Super Saiyan God, the Earth would have been already destroyed. I've had enough of you, Mr. Beerus. It all ends here! Let's begin! Come and fight me!
Great shockwaves begin to rise on the planet of the God of Destruction. Goku activates his Super Saiyan Blue transformation and charges force to attack Beerus. Beerus insanely says,
Super Saiyan Blue? You can only be kidding me if you think of such power level would be able to defeat me!
Beerus creates a large sphere of Hakai energy and launches it at Goku. Beerus screams,
"Get eliminated, Goku!"
Goku in his Super Saiyan Blue transformation hold Beerus' Hakai and with both hands creating great atmospheric pressure. Goku says,
"What incredible power this is! This has nothing to do with the strength that Beerus raised and showed me the second time we fought. Now it's as if in fact he was fighting to end my life! Damn it! Even though it's a risky fight, I can't help but get excited about this battle!"
Goku starts to increase his powers even more and screams,
"Ah! Kaioken times 10!"
Whis begins to analyze. Interesting. Mr. Goku is obviously not fighting with all his strength, but even showing his Super Saiyan Blue transformation, he's managed to hold a Hakai energy from Mr. Beerus. Huh. This reminds me of Vegeta when he fought in the Tournament of Power against Toppo and managed to reach unimaginable levels by overcoming the Super Saiyan Blue and managed to destroy Toppo's Hakai energy with a single punch. I remember it like yesterday. But of course, the Hakai of an apprentice of destruction is nothing compared to that of an original god of destruction. Alright, come on, Mr. Goku, I want to see how much stronger you can get. At that moment, Goku, holding the Hakai energy of Beerus, starts to hold the energy with one hand, and with the other hand, he starts to concentrate a dragon attack. Goku says,
"Mr. Beerus, meet my new technique! Blue Dragon Fist!"
At that moment, the Dragon Fist is launched on Beerus with the dragon swallowing all of Beerus' Hakai energy. Beerus says,
"What? Impossible!"
Whis speaks. I didn't expect that one! At that moment, Beerus receives the full attack from Goku. A great smoke arises on the planet of destruction. Goku says,
Come on, Mr. Beerus! I know very well that this is not enough to defeat you!"
A laugh from Beerus erupts.
This is getting very interesting! It seems that more and more I am surprised by your Saiyan race. Everyone always ends up raising their powers to incredible levels. I wonder how long you've been training in Goku's time chamber. A period corresponding to a millennium, perhaps? Know that this is not part of even 1% of my training.
Beerus begins to raise his power even more, and the entire planet of destruction begins to shake. Beerus says,
"Get ready, Goku!"
Beerus charges at the speed of sound towards Goku, leaving Goku cornered. After Beerus starts landing several punches on Goku, Goku starts to run out of reaction. Goku says,
"Damn it! That incredible power! If this continues, things are going to get harder for me! I need to think of a quick solution! I have no choice!
Beerus continues attacking and says,
Didn't you say you were going to defeat me? Where's that warrior who arrived on the planet of destruction thinking was the strongest?
Whis starts watching and says,
It looks like Mr. Beerus has the upper hand in the battle. And to think that Mr. Goku stayed for so long believing that he could win. But this is not over yet. Who knew that Mr. Goku would be able to defeat Jiren? It was at that moment that the great shining happened.
At that moment while Goku received the blows from Beerus, Goku says,
Enough!
Beerus retreats.
It looks like it's going to take place seriously now.
Goku activates Ultra Instinct. Goku says,
Enough is enough for me. Now the real fight begins. I will not forgive you!
Time Chamber 6. Goku finally activates his Ultra Instinct. The true level of power of the Universe 7 Saiyan who swore to defeat the gods is finally being revealed. Goku finally reached the ultimate level after being trapped for a millennium inside the Time Chamber. Goku says,
Beerus the Destroyer, the end of your reign begins now.
Beerus starts laughing.
Come on, Goku! I've been waiting for this for millennia!
Beerus again invests in an attack on Goku, but with great dexterity. Goku with his mastery of Ultra Instinct easily dodges Beerus' attack. Goku in his thoughts says,
It seems that now I can see everything. Everything is clear. It's time. It's like the fight against Jiren. The more he attacks, the more my body moves in another direction. It seems that now I can feel everything.
Goku then, with quickly dodging Beerus' blows, gives a speaking scream.
Receive, Beerus! Dragon Fist!
Goku lands with great speed a huge punch on Beerus, causing Beerus to be thrown away for the planet of destruction. Whis watching says,
That's amazing! So Mr. Goku was hoarding all that power, but would that be enough to get rid of the Great Destroyer?
At that moment a big explosion happens. Beerus screams, rages through his mind.
Goku!
Beerus charges at Goku again and again, tries to attack the Saiyan. And at the same time, Goku quickly manages to dodge. Goku begins to analyze and speaks.
Weird. For a god of destruction, these attacks are very simple. Is it because my Ultra Instinct is activated? That's right. I remember that in the Tournament of Power, it was said that the gods of destruction have a lot of difficulty in mastering Ultra Instinct. So these attacks from Mr. Beerus may not be reaching me because he really can't act that way. I was only able to activate this technique the first time because I received all the energy from the Spirit Bomb on my body. And now after training in the Time Chamber, I have gotten more stronger, my heightened senses than ever. No, even Mr. Beerus isn't able to predict.
Beerus begins to receive several punches and kicks from Goku. Goku says,
There's no chance. You better give up and have a calm destruction. Otherwise, this will get more and more humiliating, Lord Beerus.
Beerus stands in front of Goku with his eyes closed. Whis watches and says,
These movements and attacks from Mr. Goku, even though they are attacks from the Mastery of Angels, I am amazed that Mr. Beerus received them full. Unless... There's no way you're going to do that, Mr. Beerus!
Goku prepares to launch the last blow at the God of Destruction. Just as Goku was about to hit Beerus in the face, Beerus' hand easily grips Goku's arm. Goku says,
What? Was he able to predict my movements? How?
Beerus looks seriously at Goku and says,
Ultra Ego!
Beerus' body starts to grow with a fully purple aura. His eyes dark, and his power increases by 1,000 times. Whis says,
He really used the Ultra Ego! The Ultra Ego works in a somewhat strange way. The more hits the user receives, the more his fury increases. With the increase in his fury, the stronger he gets, being able to increase his strength in 1,000 times. It's practically impossible for Lord Goku to win now.
Goku backs off and says,
What? What kind of monstrous power is this? Impossible! I could never imagine someone with such strength!
This power is without a doubt, he's 1,000 times greater than Jiren's! At that moment, Beerus appears in front of Goku. Only the atmospheric pressure of Beerus' presence brings Goku with his Ultra Instinct to his knees. Beerus, without saying a word, starts to land several punches on Goku. Goku in his thoughts says, damn it, why is this happening to me? Only the pressure of his energy makes my instinct not cooperate with me. I never imagined that Mr. Beerus had such strength. This couldn't happen. Beerus says, what is it, Goku? Are you afraid? I thought you were going to defeat me. He doesn't look like the same Goku that came here. I would never be hit by blows as battle as the ones you try to attack me. I purposely received your Ultra Instinct attack to increase my fury. Don't think Gods of Destruction is such a job title. We carried out hard training to reach these positions. And the great priest and Zeno-sama gave us the responsibility to bring balance to all universes. Don't think a mortal of his audacity can stop it all! Eradicate it, Son Goku! Hakai! Goku receives a full Hakai energy. Goku tries to hold her and says, this power is monstrous! Damn it! He didn't imagine that a God of Destruction could have such power. Are all the Gods of Destruction really that powerful? Beerus says, you're finished, Goku. Earth, Universe 7. Vegeta was training at the Capsule Corporation and begins to perceive light years a tense battle going on. Vegeta says, Kakarot is back, and it looks like he's already wanted to have his reckoning with Beerus. What's going on? Beerus finally decided to show his Ultra Ego. What levels did Kakarot reach? When I trained with all my powers with Beerus, he didn't even use his Ultra Ego against me. Damn it, Kakarot. I'll get over him one day. Vegeta creates a huge energy barrier at Capsule Corporation and the entire Earth begins to shake. Meanwhile, Gohan and Piccolo carry out their training. Gohan notices and says, Father, what are you doing? Planet Beerus. Goku says, this cannot end here! Beerus says, Son Goku, I will not forgive you. After ending you, even though the Earth has a delicious pudding, I will end it, destroy it, beat to dust. Sending all your loved ones to another dimension. Goku becomes enraged and says, Chi-Chi, Gohan, Goten, Vegeta, Bulma, Krillin, Master Kami, Pan. The image of all of his friends start to come to Goku's face. Goku explodes in rage. Goku says, I cannot die here! The time has come to show the true result of training in the time chamber! Beerus impressed says, don't tell me you can handle this Hakai! Goku absorbs Beerus' Hakai and then launches it into the sky. Beerus observes. Goku starts screaming and the entire planet of destruction starts to shake. Goku says, this is my true power. Goku's muscle mass began to increase. His hair began to grow to the size of a Super Saiyan 3, but the color of Ultra Instinct silver. Goku says, this is the second stage of Ultra Instinct that I perfected in the time chamber. Beerus says, amazing, Son Goku! Goku says, tell me something first, Mr. Beerus. Who is the most powerful God of destruction? Beerus smiles and says, only if you survive, then you'll find out. Since you revealed your new transformation, I'll reveal my true form to you. Beerus starts screaming. Whis says, is he really going to do this? How far do you want to go, Mr. Beerus? Beerus activates his Hakai form. Goku Ultra Ego 2 versus Beerus Hakai. The final battle begins. Time Chamber 7. Goku's ultimate transformation is finally shown. Goku Ultra Instinct Level 2 versus Beerus Hakai form. All the planets of Universe 7 shuddered with this battle. Whis watches and says, this fight is incredible. Every time I think that Mr. Goku has already reached his limits, he shows something new and manages to overcome himself. Oh, now he managed to reach another stage of Ultra Instinct. But on second thought, nothing less than expected from my pupil. I'm so excited watching this fight that sometimes I forget that the two will fight until the end, until their death. So I'm gonna lose one of them. It doesn't matter. Let's see how this is gonna end.
Goku says, "The final moment of our struggle is coming, Mr. Beerus."
Beerus responds,
"Regardless of everything, it will be an honor to eliminate you, Son Goku."
the battle begins. The supreme power of Ultra Instinct versus the destructive power of Ultra Ego. Goku and Beerus begin to exchange several punches and large cracks between the universes begin to happen. Goku, in his thoughts as he exchanges punches with Beerus.
It seems like everything happened yesterday. Even though I'm in a crucial fight, I'm happy for the pleasure of fighting. Like it or not, it made me stronger. I managed to increase my energy even more, and with that I could see that my body would always need to be in a constant evolution so that any threat that appeared I could face it. Since the tournament in Universe 6 where I fought hit, I could see that while Beerus and Champa were fighting, we were being only seen as pawns by them, and therefore we were a laughing stock for the Celestials. I've always wondered what would happen if the celestial beings one day turned against mortals, and now the answer is more than clear. If we don't perfect ourselves and get stronger, we will be eradicated without being able to think twice, and without the risk and right to redemption. I'm glad I noticed it sooner.
Goku starts throwing several punches at Beerus, and Beerus, while receiving his blows, retaliates and hits Goku. The battle continues. Meanwhile, several openings and time rifts continue to be created as Goku and Beerus fight. Zeno-sama's central palace. The great priest begins to feel an uneasiness about the universe. Aishikan says,
Lo and behold, what's going on here? It looks like a battle between gods of destruction is taking place right now. What do you think, Lord Zeno?
At that moment, Zeno says,
Gods of destruction fighting each other without my permission. I will destroy them now.
At that moment, Daishikan says,
Let's see where this fight is coming from.
Daishikan creates a large reflector, and from it comes the image of the planet of destruction of Universe 7. Daishikan says,
Incredible! This is all happening in Universe 7. I felt two energies of destruction, but from what I'm seeing, it's Son Goku fighting Beerus.
Zeno-sama is fascinated and says,
Oh, it's Goku! It looks like he's trying to finish off Beerus. He's even stronger than he was when he fought in the Tournament of Power, isn't it, Daishikan? Goku is my friend!
Daishikan starts watching and says,
It seems that for now, for some reason, Son Goku is wanting to end the gods of destruction. If Goku beat Beerus now, that could be a problem, wouldn't it, Mr. Zeno? A universal imbalance could be created.
Zeno-sama speaks.
I said I was going to destroy the two gods of destruction, but if it's Goku fighting Beerus, they're not breaking any rules. Goku is pretty strong. If he's attacking the gods of destruction, there must be a reason. If the gods of destruction are eradicated, we'll put other gods in their place.
Daishikan smiles and says,
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Zeno-sama speaks.
Well done, Daishikan. But in the meantime, let's keep watching Goku's steps. He's really cool. Everything he's shown in the Tournament of Power was incredible and made us very excited. I wanted to see the beginning of this fight, but I'm sure that from now on, it's going to get much better. Kamehameha!
Planet of Destruction, Universe 7. Goku lands several punches on Beerus and also receives blows from the God of Destruction. Goku says,
Mr. Beerus, it's about time we put an end to this fight. That will be our end!
Beerus seriously says,
You've always pissed me off too much, Goku!
Goku speaks.
Kamehameha!
Beerus says,
Super Hakai!
The Kamehameha collides with Beerus' Super Hakai, causing a great atmospheric pressure to be created. Whis says,
This power is really fantastic! But these cracks in time and space, they are occurring. I feel the fallout from this struggle could be even more fraught than we realize.
Universe 6. Because the Universe 6 is the twin universe of Universe 7, many collapses that happen in these universes end up being sent from one another. Planet of Destruction, Universe 6. Champa says,
What the hell's going on, Vados? It seems like a huge pressure of energy is being released. Who's fighting who? Beerus said that he would take care of Son Goku, but I can feel a huge amount of energy being created. Vados!
Vados starts laughing and says,
You should already imagine that Son Goku is not an opponent that anyone can defeat easily, right? Son Goku fought against several opponents in the Tournament of Power, and still managed to emerge victorious against the opponents that appeared. When the Super Saiyan Blue was not enough, he still managed to develop Ultra Instinct. Did you come to think that if you were to attack him, that he wouldn't be able to reach another stage never seen before?
Serious, Champa says. Others, you're not helping. Vados concludes.
And I say more, Mr. Champa. I hope you're training hard, because if Beerus is defeated, probably the next God of Destruction he will come after will be you.
Champa screams. Vados! Universe 7 Planet of Destruction. Whis says.
Looks like it's time for the big decision.
At that moment, Goku and Beerus continue to release the last of their strength in their collision of attacks. Goku increases the strength of his Kamehameha. Beerus was about to receive the attack until he increases his Super Hakai's energy. At that moment, a crack between the sky and space is opened. Goku gets scared and says, "What is that?" At this point, Beerus says, "Receive my power, Goku!" Goku receives the Hakai attack and is launched over the temporal rift. The temporal rift closes. Whis says,
What? Sucked into a time rift? Where did Mr. Goku go?
Beerus says, "As expected, I win!" Whis says,
Mr. Beerus, you didn't realize that Mr. Goku had been thrown through a time rift. That certainly was enough to take his life.
Beerus says,
Whis, I need to recover my energies. I need to think about the next steps.
Whis says,
Alrighty, Mr. Beerus.
Whis thinks.
Better not tell him what I saw.
Unknown galaxy between universes. Goku is hurled through the time rift and passes out. Goku says,
Damn it. This time rift sucked me in. I was sure I could win. But wait. Where am I?
Goku awakened his primate powers after being trapped in a time chamber. The battle between Beerus and Goku continued on the planet of the God of Destruction and became more and more intense. Until the moment when Beerus had to use his Hakai form, and surprisingly had the turnaround. The Hakai form is known as the most powerful form of all the Gods of Destruction because the Gods of Destruction have great difficulty using Ultra Instinct. Since the secret technique has great difficulties because the user needs to have a lull in their ki and in their hearts. The Gods of Destruction, whenever they fight, they are on a rampage, seeking to destroy everything they see. That's their mindset. In the legend of the ancient Hakaishins, the first God of Destruction fought in a fierce battle against the most powerful angel. Angels have always been considered one of the strongest races in all universes. When the same ones with their calm in the heart activated the Ultra Instinct, no other being was able to touch them. In this way, the first God of Destruction created a technique that made the Hakaishins able to defeat or even match their powers of the angels. And this power was called Ultra Ego. Of the current Gods of Destruction, not everyone has this technique. But currently, the God of Destruction who managed to reach the top ranks with the Ultra Ego is called the Great Beerus the Destroyer, who is face to face with Son Goku in a battle. Beerus speaks.
This will be the end of you, Son Goku.
Hey, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button and subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos and stay well inside our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Without further ado, let's get started. Goku had been startled by all the powers that Beerus had revealed. Beerus' strength, dare say, was far greater than any other being that Goku had faced. Goku was worried when he saw the strength that surpassed barriers. Beerus' energy was increasing more and more, making Goku feel every attack pressure from the God of Destruction. Whis kept watching and realized that it had been a long time since he'd seen Beerus fighting with all that strength. A God of Destruction uses his Hakai form for two reasons. One is because he feels his life is in danger, or if not, his real will is to eliminate the enemy. Whis begins to observe and speaks.
It seems that Mr. Goku has been showing extremely different skills each time. But he did not expect it that Mr. Beerus' Hakai form is capable of destroying anyone. Mr. Beerus' Hakai power has already destroyed several galaxies. beings that were extremely powerful in the past. And they were not able to defeat Mr. Beerus the Destroyer, in his Hakai form. What will you do now, Mr. Goku?
Goku kept trying to dodge, but Beerus's blows were too powerful. Goku didn't know what to do, and in his mind he started talking.
This is madness! I knew Mr. Beerus was powerful, but this goes beyond anything I imagined! Did my training for all this time in the time chain meant nothing? Damn it! Do all the gods of destruction possess this power? It can't stay like this! I can't be defeated like this!
Beerus, furious in his Hakai form, says,
On Goku! I thought you were going to finish me off! Looking at you, that you seemed like such a helpless being! Do you really think that alone you will be able to defeat the Great Destroyer? I'm already tired of your little games! Your end is close, Son Goku! Supreme Energy of Destruction! Super Hakai!
An immense energy of destruction is launched at Goku. Goku tries to dodge it, but the energy is faster than even his own instincts. At that moment, the Ultra Instinct fails and Goku, for the first time in his complete Ultra Instinct phase, receives the full blow. Goku starts screaming on the ground in pain.
What is this feeling? It's like my body is going to fall apart! I can't believe it!
Beerus slowly walks in front of Goku. Whis watches and speaks.
Even with Mr. Goku having spent so much time training in the time chamber, it seems that it was not enough to defeat the Destroyer. But you did well, Mr. Goku. Now, the question I want to know is, what will your decision be, Lord Beerus? Will you trap Mr. Goku again? Or will you destroy him?
At that moment, Beerus says,
Goku, you fought bravely well. But from the beginning, you weren't able to defeat me. It seems that deep down, you already knew that you wouldn't be able to defeat me like the first time. But still didn't hesitate to attack me, because you know that differently from before, I will not have pity on you.
a laugh starts to emerge.
Mr. Beerus, you really are funny. Did you really think I came here to challenge a god of destruction and didn't even have a plan for it?
Beerus looks at Goku and says,
Huh? What are you talking about, Son Goku?
Goku starts screaming.
Ah!
Every planet of destruction begins to shudder. Whis watched with a look of astonishment, but at the same time smiling to see that Goku had even greater powers. And he knew that Goku could show even greater skills. Whis smiling says,
It seems like Mr. Goku has been surprising us as always. Just as he did in the Tournament of Power when he fought Jiren. Mr. Goku, you really are amazing. What level of Ultra Instinct ability did you reach? What are you really thinking, Mr. Goku? I'm sure you're up to something. Oh my. But will he be able to beat Mr. Goku with that? Let me think. Apparently, Mr. Beerus has much more powers than Mr. Goku. Under full conditions, Mr. Goku would not be able to defeat Mr. Beerus, so what is he up to? Then that's it. A trap.
Goku holds onto Beerus' arms, and at the same time, despite receiving several blows from the Destroyer, Goku starts laughing. An omnipotent energy begins to surge over Goku. Beerus says,
What are you doing, Son Goku, you miserable? How dare you try to attack me?
Goku says,
It took me days, or rather, millennia on the time chamber to learn this technique. It took me days, or rather millennia in the time chamber to learn this technique. The ubiquitous technique. In this way, space and I are one. It would be practically impossible for me to hit you, Mr. Beerus. Of course, if you hadn't let your guard down and become so vulnerable believing that the battle was already won.
Beerus screams.
Damn you, Son Goku!
At that moment, Goku, holding Beerus' arm, teleports himself with the God of Destruction to an unknown dimension. Goku says, well, this dimension was a distortion created between the real world and the time chamber. As you left me locked in the time chamber, you will spend some time here reflecting. By the way, I am still not able to defeat your Hakai form. More and soon as I adapt my powers, I will be. However, while that happens, goodbye, Mr. Beerus! Goku teletransports again to the planet of destruction and leaves Beerus locked in the empty dimension. Beerus gets furious and says,
Damn you, Son Goku! I never thought you were capable of this! I'll kill you!
Goku arrives at Universe 7's planet of destruction and looks at Whis. Whis says,
Mr. Goku, it looks like you're momentarily defeated Mr. Beerus. What will your decision be from now on?
Goku comes face to face with Whis. What will Goku's decision be? Goku comes face to face with Whis. Goku knew that he would not be able at that moment to defeat the God of Destruction of Universe 7 on the basis of strength. It was in this way that Goku decided to increase his powers and use the technique of omnipotence that he took years trapped in the time chamber to learn. Goku traps Beerus in the empty dimension. The God of Destruction has promised to return to settle the score with Goku. Goku returned to the planet of destruction. At that moment, Goku is face to face with the Angel of Universe 7. Is Goku's anger towards the gods of destruction or with all celestial beings? What is Goku's true goal here? Goku faces Whis. Whis says,
Mr. Goku, looks like we're head-to-head here. What will his decision be now that Mr. Beerus is momentarily out of the picture?
Serious, Goku says,
let's settle this now, Mr. Whis.
Goku talks to Whis.
I have nothing against the angels. In fact, I don't understand much about the celestial rules, Mr. Whis. But I find it very strange that the God of Destruction have the right to be able to do whatever they want at the moment they want. And the angels just observe. If Zenchan and the Grand Priest don't get involved in these matters, I'll take care of the situation myself.
Does that mean you're going to pick fights with all the gods of destruction, Mr. Goku? Hope you get lucky and know what you're doing.
Goku teleports and says,
see you soon, Mr. Whis.
All the gods of destruction had noticed the absence of Beerus' energy. Goku returns to Earth and starts talking to Vegeta.
Vegeta! I've dealt with Mr. Beerus for now. His strength level is certainly one of the greatest among the gods of destruction. Now, knowing everything that happened, I'm going to finish off one by one all the gods of destruction.
Vegeta begins to reflect and speaks.
How strong have you managed to get, Kakarot? You know that this is very tricky. What next god of destruction do you want to meet next?
Goku says,
there's a very specific universe that has already brought us big problems for a long time. If it weren't for the Hakaishin in the past, Trunks' timeline would remain intact.
Vegeta looks at Goku and speaks.
Zamasu.
Goku teleports straight to Universe 10. Goku arrives at the planet of the Kaioshins and sees Goasu. Goasu looks at Goku and speaks.
Mr. Goku, what are you doing here? Do you have any pending chores with the 10th universe?
Goku looks at Goasu and responds.
Chores? Mr. Goasu, I need to find the god of destruction of your universe. I fell into a trap set by all the gods of destruction. And we all decided that we have to deal with the gods because they're making drastic decisions about mortals. I will not allow this to happen any longer. And I will wipe out one by one who turns against my way.
Frightened, Goasu says.
Is this really the Lord Goku who fought Zamasu? Why are his ideals so different from before? Is it because of everything that happened when he was fighting Zamasu?
Goku begins to reflect.
If we stop to think about it from the beginning, Supreme Beings have always caused trouble to mortals, Goasu-san. We tried to live in peace all this time. But as a whim of Zamasu, he believed that mortals were the fault of God's perfect creations. This was already complicated, but after that he, not satisfied, changed the timelines and stole my body, killed my family. All this for the obsession of power, to want to become an even stronger guy. He even managed to destroy all the planets in my universe, and alone. If it weren't for Zeno-sama, he would have dominated every other timeline. This all happened because of his connection with his universe, Goasu-san. If he was the current Hakaishin of this universe, it would be okay, because there would be no more God of Destruction. But things are different. His God of Destruction at no time was watching what the very being who would have his life linked to him was doing.
At that moment, Goasu had noticed that the Son Goku that was in front of him, it was not the same Goku that had gathered information in the past and helped to end the threat of Zamasu. Goasu realized that even though Goku had a calm soul and heart, he felt that something was causing his body to become agitated, and he was going after more power. Goasu starts to think.
Zamasu, with the body of Goku Black, was never able to use all the power of the body of Lord Goku. That's because he did not have his Saiyan gene completely. Unlike a fusion that combines the two powers, Zamasu was only in the body of Lord Goku. The point is that now the powers that are being emanated by Lord Goku here makes things more complicated.
Goku angry says,
Goasu-san, I'm sorry, but if you don't tell me where your God of Destruction is now, I'll have to kill you directly and consequently you will be destroyed.
Goasu gets scared watching. Meanwhile, in Universe 7 on the Planet of Destruction, Vegeta teleports to the Planet of Destruction and sitting on the rock starts talking to Whis.
Mr. Whis, all that is happening right now seems to be madness. A few days ago, we were living peacefully until the moment the gods of destruction decided to take Kakarot as a target. They should know that Kakarot is not just anyone to mess with. Even more so, when his loved ones are threatened. I myself have been proof of that.
Whis looks at Vegeta and says, "It means that you and Mr. Goku were once enemies." Vegeta responds,
At that time, I was sent to dominate the Earth and bring Kakarot back. In my hand, it would be a very simple task. After I learned of the death of his brother Raditz, everything seemed to be calm. Even more so for knowing about the existence of the Dragon Balls that could bring anyone back to life as long as they didn't die of natural causes. That to me was the true plan to conquer everything and end Frieza. Times later, I defeated Kakarot's friends on Earth one by one. But I knew that at some point things would get much more complicated. When I fought Kakarot, my powers were greater than his, but he had already done training with the Supreme Lord Kaio and learned totally different techniques like Kaioken that increased his powers exponentially. And with that, after I was defeated by his friends, that miserable still spared my life.
Whis begins to observe and speaks. Oh, Mr. Goku really is a fascinating being. But where are you going with all this, Mr. Vegeta? At that moment, Vegeta says,
I mean that Kakarot will not stop until he gets what he wants. I don't know what you've done to him, but he will go out on his way to wipe out all the gods of destruction, one by one, to create balance in his form.
Whis is startled and says, "Oh, this will really make me want to see the outcome of this story." Back to Universe 10. Goku raised his ki more and more in front of Goasu. Goasu was scared to death. Goku says,
If you don't talk, I'll take care of it myself now, Goasu-san.
At that moment, a presence appears and says,
Don't need to look for me anymore, Son Goku. I was waiting for you.
A great pressure of energy is created. Ramush, the god of destruction from Universe 10 appears. Ramush says,
I had no intention of letting him alive. Let's start.
Goku smiles and says,
I've been waiting for this moment.
Goku faced the god of destruction of Universe 10. Ramushi, the god of destruction from Universe 10, finally appears when Goku was scaring Gowasu. Gowasu says,
Ramushi-san, you came here and noticed Son Goku's powers.
Ramushi says,
Oh, if it's not Son Goku here, I've been waiting for you this long. I knew the first universe you would want to come is Universe 10. It looks like Beerus wasn't able to eliminate him. Because of you, almost all universes were destroyed, Son Goku. Your naivety of believing that you can play with Zeno-sama whenever you want causes great catastrophes to be created. My universe never had very powerful warriors, that's true. In this way, a tournament of strength, a tournament of power, as it was in the tournament of power, it was obvious that it would be suicide for everyone. This is unforgivable. I want to settle my score with you ever since that Son Goku.
Gowasu just stares. At that moment, in a great speed, Goku hits a punch in the face of the god of destruction of Universe 10, making him fly kilometers away. At that moment, Goku says,
You talk too much. Get out of my face.
Scared, Gowasu says,
What? With just one hit?
Gowasu was scared by what he saw and what he said in his thoughts.
This is completely impossible. I learned that in the Tournament of Power, Son Goku showed unimaginable powers and managed to defeat several warriors. But he also awakened skills that even the God of Destruction have a lot of difficulty to perform as the Ultra Instinct itself. This is even more powerful. How could a mortal reach this level? Zamasu, who was envious of Son Goku's powers. It seems that he knew that Son Goku's body could reach unimaginable powers, but I remembered that Mr. Goku's personality was totally different from what he is today. He was calmer, much calmer. Not that now he doesn't be pure in your heart, but your senses of justice seems to be speaking much louder. What do you really aim for, Sir Goku?
Goku, with a serious look, starts to skip.
Come on! I know I haven't defeated you yet!
Ramushi rises with his purple color ki and starts to rumble every Kaioshin planet in Universe 10. Ramushi says,
Son Goku! Indeed, that power is incredible! So the rumors were true! You managed to master the Ultra Instinct! Know that there are few gods of destruction who are able to master this skill. But that doesn't matter. I will solve it with you based on brute force! Ah!
Universe 10's God of Destruction begins to increase his powers in exponentially greater way. Goku watches and speaks.
As expected, he actually manages to get stronger. I will not remain like this. Ah! Ah!
The two begin to clash their fists. Goku throws several punches at Ramushi, who receives the punches from the Saiyan of Universe 7. But even receiving the blows, he continues to stand.
Ramushi says, Come on, Goku! Show me what you're really capable of! Is that all you can do? Ah!
Ramushi, upon receiving Son Goku's blows, begins to increase his Hakaishin strength even more, and in the blink of an eye lands a big punch on Goku's belly. Goku feels the punch of the God of Destruction. He screams,
What power was that? Damn it! It was an even greater potency than Mr. Beerus!
Ramushi says,
Give up, Son Goku! You have no chance of winning!
Gowasu watches and says,
It seems that Ramushi-san is using his Akai fists. This skill is very powerful. At any moment he can defeat Son Goku like that. Long ago, it was said that Ramushi-san's Hakai fist was capable of defeating any god of destruction.
Now I can see that this is really true. It seems that his plans will not come to fruition with Goku. At that moment, Goku stands with his head down in front of the God of Destruction from Universe 10. Goku starts to laugh. I already understand your fighting style. You can't concentrate all the Hakai energy and activate the Hakai transformation. So your body can only concentrate the energy in one punch. No matter how strong that punch is, if you miss, you're vulnerable until you recover. Ramushi looks scared and says, "What? Impossible! How did you find that out?" Goku activates Ultra Instinct. Ramushi screams and speaks, "Don't play me, Son Goku! Ah! Yeah, yeah! Goku, with the mastery of Ultra Instinct, begins to dodge all of Ramushi's attacks with great ease. Goku begins to reflect how he behaves. I've already managed to analyze how he behaves. He moves with quick attacks, but when he creates his Hakai energy, his speed is reduced to land the punch. Since he can't fully activate Hakai form, I'll have to do an all-or-nothing attack. Since he can't fully activate Hakai form, I'll have to do an all-or-nothing attack. Hey, God of Destruction of Universe 10, get ready! This will be my final attack! Superior Dragon Fist! Ramushi watches and speaks. Want to decide this in one attack? Come on then! Hakai Fist! Universe 7. Vegeta was talking to Whis. Perhaps the biggest difference between me and Kakarot has always been in techniques. When Kakarot fought with me, in some moments I had more strength than him. He is a martial artist, and as it, had extremely powerful techniques. When he activated the Kaioken, he managed to raise his power to an entirely higher level. It was something incredible. His power surpassed mine exponentially. Even though Majin Buu was much more powerful than us, at the moment we were supposed to destroy him, Kakarot managed to use the technique mastered by Lord Kaio, who passed it on to him. Kakarot used the Spirit Bomb. After the defeat of the demon Majin Buu, we still had another extremely powerful enemy. A demon that did not think and only caused destruction everywhere he went. Whis watches and says, "Ho! Don't tell me that after you defeated the Majin Buu, you faced an even incredible more powerful enemy, Mr. Vegeta." Vegeta says, "Hyundagon, the demon who could only be stopped by the touch of Tapion's harmonica. An ancient warrior who gave the Z sword to my son Trunks. After that happened, things were complicated. None of the warriors of the planet Earth were able to defeat him. Not even Gohan, who was considered the strongest warrior who had released the mystical powers, had not managed to raise his power to the maximum. At that moment, the only one who was still standing was Kakarot. After Kakarot has no more resources to fight, and at that moment it is totally unfeasible to carry out a Spirit Bomb. Kakarot used an extremely different technique, the Dragon Fist. This attack completely obliterated the dragon." Whis is impressed. Vegeta concludes, "At that time, Kakarot only possessed Super Saiyan 3. I wonder what this technique would be like with Kakarot's current powers." Back to Universe 10. At that moment, the two fists clash between Goku and the God of Destruction of Universe 10. At that moment, Ramushi says, "It's impossible for you to beat me, Son Goku!" Goku remains serious. Gowasu doesn't believe what he sees. In a blink of an eye, a silver dragon begins to appear over Goku's body, and the dragon begins to swallow the God of Destruction of Universe 10. Ramushi says, "What? Impossible! You miserable Son Goku!" The dragon-shaped fist pierces the God of Destruction of Universe 10, causing his body to explode. Goku in his Ultra Instinct stage says,
You fought well. Too bad I was your opponent. Now, I will recover my energies and attack the next Hakaishin. You will know really who I am. I am Son Goku from Universe 7.
Battle between Goku from Universe 7 and Ramushi from Universe 10. The winner is Son Goku. At that moment, all the gods of destruction noticed Ramushi's absence. All the gods of destruction noted the absence of the god of destruction from Universe 10. Goku was very tired. Goku leaned against the rock in Universe 10 and began to reflect.
It seems that for this you did not expect it. It's not gods of destructions. The day that a mortal would challenge you to an endless fight, I was never afraid of you. I will never accept that any of you think you can do whatever you want.
At that moment, a female voice appears and says,
What's going on here? I can't believe what you did to Mr. Ramushi. No. Mr. Ramushi did such nice little dances. Now who's gonna dance with me? Wait, I know you. You are that guy who almost won the Tournament of Power fighting Jiren. Why did you do that?
At that moment, Goku looks and sees Kuzu, the angel of Universe 10. Goku says,
Wait, you are...
Goku comes face to face with Kuzu, the angel of Universe 10. Kuzu says,
I do remember you. You're Son Goku, the mortal who impressed all the gods of destruction, aren't you? I'm very sad with you. You erased the existence of Mr. Ramushi. He danced with me and brought a lot of calm to this universe.
Goku begins to reflect. Even though she's an angel, she has a totally different mindset than the other angels. A greater than normal purity in her heart. Maybe she doesn't even know exactly what the gods of destruction ended up doing. Maybe really she just wants someone to dance with. Just like Jen-chan wants someone to play with. At that moment, Goku says,
Your god of destruction did very bad things, and even attacked innocent gods. This is something very serious. Due to the order of all the gods of destruction, I was locked in a time chamber, so that I would be judged for crimes that I did not commit. Yet above, several gods of destruction agreed to attack my loved ones if I refused to be trapped in a time chamber.
Kuzu looks amazed and says,
What? Did Mr. Ramushi have the nerve to do that to anyone? Hey, Mr. Goku, you don't seem like a bad guy. Do you want to dance with me?
Goku looks and speaks.
Huh? She didn't even care about everything I just said. She just wants someone to dance with.
Goku says,
My body is all broken, you see.
Kuzu looks smiley and speaks.
That's not a problem at all.
At that moment, Kuzu uses her angelic energy and completely heals Goku's body. Goku has all his powers recovered. Goku says,
What was that?
But she doesn't care anyone that her universe's god of destruction has been eradicated. Does she just want to dance?
Goku says,
Well, I don't have much time for that, you know?
Time passes and Goku dances alongside Kuzu. After Goku got tired of dancing, Kuzu says,
Mr. Goku, that was so really cool. You need to come back to this universe more often so we can dance more.
Goku says,
Leave it to me, Kuzu-san.
Kuzu concludes,
About your quarrel with the gods. Think about it. Not all the gods of destruction want to end it all. Some really just want to bring balance. Maybe something bigger is getting involved in all of this.
Goku with a serious look tries to understand.
Something bigger? Is there anything that goes beyond the gods of destruction?
At that moment, Kuzu starts to smile and says,
But of course, this will be something you yourself will have to understand, Son Goku.
Goku understands the words of the Universe 10's angel and says goodbye to Kuzu. Goku goes directly to Universe 11. Upon arriving in the universe, Goku reflects.
This is the same universe as Jiren. Thanks to Jiren, I was able to release my real powers. Having received their spirit bomb back, I managed to master the power of Ultra Instinct. Even at that time, no matter how great Jiren's powers were, he could not defeat me, even showing his ideals in all his fury. The technique that even the gods of destruction find it difficult to utilize made me have the greatest advantage in battle. But that fight made me realize that I need to have total control over the Ultra Instinct.
Otherwise, it could lead to a major catastrophe over my body. The moment I was close to defeating Jiren, my body suffered an ultra instant collapse, and this caused me to receive all the pain in my body at once. If it weren't for number 17 and Frieza, our universe would have been erased. At that moment, a female voice appears.
It seems like you are reflecting a lot.
At that moment, Margarita, the angel of Universe 11, appears in front of Goku. Scared, Goku says, What? When did she appear here? I couldn't even notice her ki. That look. What's going on? I hid my ki. Theoretically, it wasn't for anyone to notice my presence here. But wait, I'm talking to an angel. The level of all angels is similar to Mr. Whis. What am I talking about? Okay, what does she want? Margarita says,
No, don't scare me like that. Don't give me that look. I just scrutinize as a precaution all the unknown interests in different universes. You know, angel stuff. Something that fascinates me is to see that a mortal can use the teleportation technique to wander over the universes.
Goku starts to think. She's gotta be kidding me. It seems like somehow she knew I was coming here. But I have nothing against angels. And will speak the truth. Depending on your answer, I will have to fight. Goku says, Margarita-san, right? We are living in the age of gods against mortals. Days ago, I was cornered by Beerus, the god of destruction of Universe 7, and he made me imprison in the time chamber, threatening to attack all my family and loved ones. I later learned that Beerus did this with a plan by all the gods of destruction who saw me as a celestial threat. The problem is, I didn't do anything. I was tired without committing any crime. I was trapped. We mortals are made as pawns by the gods, and the moment they want, they eradicate planets like they were dust. I will not allow this to anyone. Not anymore. I will show my real power, and I, Son Goku, will put an end to all of this. I need to find your god of destruction. I'll settle accounts with that one. Margarita observes and speaks.
You must be going crazy, right? You want to end the god of destruction one by one. That's just madness. Even if you manage to do it, what are you going to do next? Will it attack the angels? Or even Zeno-sama? There's no return path, Son Goku.
Goku begins to reflect and speaks. What she's saying makes sense, but what should I do? It's so confusing to me. Goku begins to have different thoughts due to Margarita's words. It seems that the angel from Universe 11 knew how to manipulate words and enter the mind of the Saiyan from Universe 7. Goku begins to have multiple memories of all his battles. He remembers being trapped in a time chamber and sees the image of his entire family being destroyed next to the earth. Goku regains consciousness and says, It won't work on me. You're trying to manipulate me. Margarita starts to laugh.
You managed to resist my wordplay. Well done, Son Goku. You want to find the god of destruction, don't you? Come this way.
Goku seriously follows Margarita. Goku stumbles upon a giant castle on the planet of destruction. Goku gets scared and says, What is that? Margarita responds,
This is Belmont's castle of destruction. He's right at the top. Good luck, Mr. Goku.
Goku watches and speaks. This universe is more complicated than I thought. Universe 11. When Goku heard all the words of the angel Margarita, he started to reflect. But at the same time, he managed to come to the conclusion that Margarita was only thinking about manipulating him. At that moment, Goku on the planet of destruction of Universe 11 is faced with a gigantic castle, unlike all other universes in which Goku only found the god of destruction and challenged him. As he was faced with a totally different scenario, he discovered that Belmont, the god of destruction, in fact, who had a resemblance of a clown, was actually the Joker of all universes. This Joker who loved to make charades and unravel mysteries before his opponents find out. Goku came across the Joker's castle. What will Goku do in the midst of all this? At that moment, Goku speaks to Margarita. What are you planning? You want me to enter this castle without me knowing what awaits for me? You've always been a very cunning angel and totally different from the others. Kuza-san and Vados have a completely different temperament from you. No matter what the situation is, you always laugh. I will never trust you with anything. Goku begins to reflect. This angel is very connected to the god of destruction of this universe. If you think about it, maybe she can have a much stronger connection with Belmont. Unlike Mr. Whis and the other angels, she seems to care a lot about him. That'll be a problem if she decides to interfere in a fight between me and him.
Damn it. I need to think about what to do.
At that moment, Margarita looks on and says,
Don't worry. If you want, I can accompany you and guide you until you reach our dear Belmont. Of course, you will have some challenges to prove that you're worthy of fighting the god of destruction of my universe.
Goku, with a serious look, says,
I've already fought against very powerful beings. I've already fought against beings that caused several catastrophes. And now I've just defeated the god of destruction of Universe 9. How dare you say that? Or do you question that I would be worthy to fight anyone?
At that moment, Margarita says,
But it doesn't mean anything. You defeated the god of destruction. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't mean that you can defeat another. It doesn't mean that the god of destruction you defeated was the strongest or that all the gods of destruction have similar strength. Have you ever realized or thought at least a few moments that a mortal just as he is powerful does not mean that all mortals have his power level or even his own race of Saiyans? Your entire race was wiped out by Frieza, but you were able to defeat Frieza himself. So, do not confuse yourself right here. You defeating a god of destruction doesn't mean anything.
Goku starts to get serious and starts to reflect.
Is there such a difference in powers between them?
Mr. Beerus couldn't understand if he really used all his strength, but I managed to stab him. But still, he is still alive and he said he will come back. I need to think of something.
It looks like I have no choice here.
I'll have to enter this castle and find this god of destruction. At that moment, Goku enters the castle of the god of destruction of Universe 11. Goku says, "This place is strange." When Goku arrives at Belmont's castle and enters through the initial door, he is faced with a room full of cards and jokers. Several women were there. The women said,
Look at that, a handsome man. Does he have time to dance with us?
Goku tries to understand what was happening, what he was seeing. At that time, what seemed to be a very peaceful sight, Goku says, "I need to find the god of destruction of this universe." The women says,
Come on, don't waste your time. Come with us and dance with the flow. You're very handsome. I think you will love to be our slave. Stay here with us. Don't mind any god of destruction.
Goku seriously responds,
I don't have time for games. Let's go. Tell me where the god of destruction is.
At that moment, the women observed and make a complete attack face to face and start screaming.
We already said that it's for you to dance with us. We already told you that you're here to stay. In this palace, there are several floors and Belmont is at the top. We are the guardians here, the wrath of the god of destruction. You will obey us or be eliminated now, you insolent mortal.
Goku watches and says,
Is that all?
You mean things wouldn't be as easy as I imagine? It's okay.
I trained for this.
At that moment, Belmont's wrath all goes to attack Goku. Goku dodges with great ease and says,
I have no intention of hurting you. But if you carry on, I won't be left with a choice.
The first wrath starts looking at Goku and starts laughing.
Are you having pity on us? This seems like a joke. We who should talk about what we will or will not do with you. We are the greater numerical advantage and in terms of power as well.
At that moment, Goku teleports at great speed and launches a great Kamehameha on each wrath. All wraths are eradicated and Goku says,
Numerical advantage?
As if I cared about that. In a tournament of power, I was the target of several extremely powerful warriors. Fighting with you doesn't make it any different. But things here are happening in a strange way. This castle is quite confusing. I said I wouldn't do anything to you, but since you couldn't calm down, that's the end for you. Goku begins to reflect and sees that things weren't happening the way he thought. Goku says,
Damn it! This all seems to be very strange.
ever since I fought Romoshi in Universe 9, Universe 9 seems like it had an entirely different way of defending itself. It seems they didn't even care or have a defense strategy. Just Gowasu was making his tea and letting things flow normally. Right after Romoshi appeared and he came directly to attack me. His powers were high, but still not enough to defeat me. However, here, in Universe 11, it's totally different. As well as insisting on extremely powerful warriors. Even so, the God of Destruction is very cunning. To get to him, it is necessary to face several battles. So does that mean that was just the first hurdle? What's still waiting for me in here?
I won't let you beat me. You will really know who Son Goku is.
Goku walks towards the next door. At that moment, a voice comes up and says, "Where do you think you're going, Son Goku? We said you'll stay here and dance with us." At that moment, Goku gets scared and says,
What? You revived?
I thought this wasn't going to be easy. Goku activates his Super Saiyan transformation and prepares for the second round of the fight. Universe 11, Palace of Belmont, the God of Destruction. The center, the middle part, the nucleus. Belmont is sitting with his handmaidens and begins to speak. Looks like we have a visitor here. Does that mean that Son Goku decided to have an audacity to challenge the gods themselves? I feel that Romoshi's energy in Universe 10 has been completely eradicated.
Romoshi. That idiot from Universe 10 ended up being eliminated entirely by a mortal. If the gods of destruction falter, they can be eradicated one by one. But then again, who knew there would be a mortal as powerful as Jiren? My bet to win the Tournament of Power was Jiren, that mortal who kept getting stronger and fighting for justice. But by the way, Goku managed to surpass his powers in the blink of an eye, surpassing his limit, less than 40 minutes. When the Tournament of Power started, he really wasn't most powerful, but then he managed to get stronger and stronger and raised his powers to extremely extraordinary levels. I couldn't understand what was happening. It seems that Jiren had lost the will to fight the moment he activated Ultra Instinct. Jiren couldn't do anything else through the fight. Goku, with the Ultra Instinct, and with great ease, managed to defeat Jiren and eliminate him. But then he received the punishment of the gods. This punishment was enough to make his body that couldn't take it anymore lose all its energy. It was as if the gods were punishing him for using all that power. But soon after, things started to get a little bit more complex. Everything started to change. It was as if the energy there had become much more intense, and it looked like a lot will end up changing. You've grown a bit. I have to admit, as time went by, you never gave up on getting stronger. Something that many gods of destruction held back, believing that no one else could surpass them. Now here you are, Son Goku, wanting to challenge me, and believing that you have the potential to defeat me? This sometimes sounds funny, but I won't let you do anything you're craving. It was a long time without fighting. Now get ready in case you make it this far. You will experience the true wrath and true power of Belmont, the God of Destruction of Universe 11! Goku was once again faced with Belmont's wrath. 3 female warriors who were extremely powerful but apparently easily defeated by Goku. When Goku was going to the next floor of the Palace of the God of Destruction, the Saiyan hears a female voice saying, "Where do you think you're going, Mr. Goku? Do you believe that with that alone you were able to defeat me?" Goku is startled by what he sees. The 3 refs come together and become just one warrior. At that moment, the Supreme Wrath says, "I am Zamir, Belmont's ultimate wrath. You have shown yourself to be very strong. Didn't you want to dance with my mates? Then you will have to understand what will happen right now.
It seems that Belmont is giving me a full plate for me to finish you off. Know that here, within this universe, there are several races. And there are several servants of the gods of destruction. We will always try to reach the top so that one day we can be treated like them.
Goku starts watching and says,
Who is she talking about?
At that moment, the Supreme Wrath responds,
Margarita, of course! She was always treated very well by everyone. Margarita was treated well by Belmont since she was a little girl. The two always got along so well as children, and then when they got older, Belmont became the god of destruction and Margarita became the angel who accompanied him. But the truth is, I am the supreme wrath that should accompany Lord Belmont. I was always by your side, protecting you, you bastard. Doing everything, but he never noticed me because I was weak. But now, I have the necessary power that will be able to make him notice me. Can you see that? Can you?
Goku starts watching and says,
Looks like the god of destruction and the angel have brainwashed you. You're kinda crazy.
If you're here protecting him with your life, do you think he would ever be grateful to do anything for you? That's where you're wrong. You do not know anything. Now get out of my way and let me pass. I'm sure you can be freed and do what you want. At that moment, Zamir, the Supreme Wrath, begins to laugh at Goku and speaks.
Do what I want? Are you insane? I'm already doing everything I want. I just want to finish you off, Son Goku, and show Belmont-san that I'm worthy of everything. So now, take my power!
Wrath charges straight at Goku, trying to attack with a flurry of punches. Goku activates his Ultra Instinct. Goku launches several attacks at Wrath, but it starts to dodge. Goku walks quickly and begins to observe that no matter what attack he launches, the Wrath always regenerates her body and says,
You will never defeat me! You can't realize that my body has gigantic regeneration. No matter what attack you do, no matter what attack you land, no matter how hard you try, I will finish you off and eliminate you, Son Goku! You will never be able to defeat me! Now say goodbye!
At that moment, a big explosion happens. Everyone begins to raise their energies even more. The gigantic tower was being shown. No one else believed what they were being told. Wrath increasingly raised her powers, but in the blink of an eye, Goku's powers begin to increase even more in a totally exponential way. Belmont's Wrath is frightened by Goku's strength. Goku says, I didn't want to do this, but I will have to because things are getting more complicated with you. It's sad to see the brainwashing that a god of destruction can do to a being. She believes that whatever happens, that Belmont will recognize her. But she doesn't realize that she is just a puppet made by him. Now I understand why his name is the Joker of Universe 11. It seems that everything he's doing is just a game. This palace, the floor to get to it, are all trainings he himself performs on beings. Zamir, I'm sorry. There's nothing else to do. Goku starts to remember his fight against Zamasu and says, I fought guys who were actually even immortal. They had extremely powerful abilities. Nothing I can do to eradicate your body. But after realizing everything that was happening, this time, I'm going to show you the true energy of everything I'm capable of! At that moment, Goku charges directly at Belmont's Wrath and says, Hakai! A large Hakai energy is released by Goku on Wrath. Zami looks scared and says,
What? It is impossible! How a single mortal can accomplish this? What technique is this? It is the same grandiose technique as Mr. Belmont. I will be proud to be eliminated by this technique. It seemed to be seeing the same scam from Mr. Belmont himself.
Goku with Hakai eliminates Zamir's Wrath.
Finally, I'm free. Thank you, Mr. Goku.
At that moment, Goku seriously said, I'll never forgive you.
Belmont.
To be continued. So hey, what do you believe and what do you imagine about all of this? Regardless of what it is more than important that you arrive exposing it in your comments so that we can enter to that crazy debate. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.